Hello everybody, my name is Eric Mullins, and today we're going to be unboxing a figure made by Kuro Matheus. This is from Wuthering Waves, and it's the elegant, fancy, beautiful, dream eye-catching figure of the Shorekeeper. She comes in a protective box to protect her box. This is a newer kind of figure company. I don't really know a lot of things by them. Let's get her open and see if she lives up to the hype that someone like Saint Totas would probably think that she does. Bubble wrap up in here too. Ooh, you spoil us, Kuro Matheus. Matthias. You could sleep on this, a whole bed up in here. Yellowed out, cheap moving plastic. Things are feeling like they're moving around in there. Oh, that's stressful. I don't like that. Front of the box, we have this really lovely photo of the Shorekeeper. On the sides, we have some product illustrations that match up nicely with the game. The back, we have a couple of photos of the character along with a whole bunch of product warnings. On the top, we have the cute name of Shorekeeper along with that fun little way of writing her name and having the circle and the little butterfly in the middle. Nothing on the bottom. This thing was boxed with extra packaging, and it still sounds like something's rattling along in there, so let's get her open and make sure she's okay. There'd be nothing worse than spending your paycheck on getting something super cool and epic, or maybe you just didn't get lucky. Now, right, Tectone? You know how that is. Gotchas. They're terrible sometimes. Sometimes they can be pretty epic and great, too. Oh, look at that. No way. Wow. So the thing I heard moving around in there is actually a concert ticket. An unfinished song, Wuthering Waves. This is really pretty. That's cool. I mean, it looks like a concert ticket. It could also be a bookmark, and there's a bit more practicality to something like this than just a wall scroll. I do like reading comics, so I'm gonna get some use out of that. Something else? They're just giving me tons of goodies? I get a pin, too, to really show off my Shorekeeper pride. And I imagine all of the Wuthering Waves YouTubers out there would love to get their hands on a sweet pin like this, because who doesn't love Shorekeeper? She's literally been carrying everybody since her release, and I feel like even though she might seem like she gets power crept a little bit here and there, she's just always useful in like every single team. It's just so good. I don't really play the game so much anymore. I don't have a lot of time for that. But I love the character designs. The gifts just keep coming. I also have this really nice keychain that has this extremely hardcore wire attached to it that goes into like a lovely little butterfly in the back. What the heck? I feel like they're buttering me up for something that I hope the figure's nice, okay? Technically speaking, she's considered a budget figure due to her price point in today's day and age. So, and for a company that's relatively fresh and new, or at least new to making Wuthering Waves figures, I believe this is one of the first ones to be released. We'll see. So there's no like plastic pins to keep this thing in place. Just tape and you slide her right off. And it's so deep, but that's because she has so much going on and she seems to be glued all into one piece. While she has a lot of thinner, cheaper protective plastics here, nothing is super smooth or soft, so I don't know. Like, I feel like she could get scratched, but her level of protection is over 9,000, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. Very, very, very strong plastic odor. Whoa, because of her feet. While conceptually having her bare foot on this really cute black flower, I kind of was hoping you get to see her shoes. Her shoes are amazing, the design work on them. Look at me going on about how I love shoes so much. They're just so pretty. She's so elegant. I didn't expect this figure to look as nice as she looks. My first impressions of this figure are pretty high. At her price point, I thought it was going to be just a little tackier or maybe have a little less in the department of textures or different finishes. And this thing, they really went all out on this. What the heck? Her base plate is transparent, so if you want to put like a glowing light effect under there, especially a nice blue one, it would look really, really cool. The level of transparencies that we get that seamlessly have this beautiful airbrush gradient effect going into a more opaque, with iridescence, metallics, glosses, and mattes all over the place. I'd say it's just a level of professionalism I wasn't particularly expecting. While there are a couple of things here and there, like the line that we have on one of her hair strands, I'd say that at this price point, this is exceptionally impressive, and I'm very excited to get in there and do a hardcore in-depth review of her, especially when comparing her to other figures of similar price points or even somewhat higher end ones. Oh my gosh, even her eyelashes are three-dimensional. I haven't seen that since Kantai Collection, and it was so pretty. I just always like to see that with certain figures, and this one, it's like, it looks really nice. If you want to see my in-depth review to this figure, it's either going to be in the link in the description below, or it's on its way, and if so, be sure to hit that notification bell. This way you'll be notified when I come out with new reviews. Otherwise, like, subscribe, why not? Always helps out the channel. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!